there has to be better ways to start a new career. But you know what they say about hitting the bottom? It really, really hurts.
Mike 1 Juliet, this is Bravo 1 Charlie. Over. Mike 1 Juliet, this is Bravo 1 Charlie. Everyone's gone. I think they've been taken. I don't know what to do. Please advise, over. Is anyone there?
Bravo 1 Charlie, this is Mike 1 Juliet, over.
You're back. Can you help me out, over?
Officially, we're denying all knowledge about your trip to Sadaristan. As far as command is concerned, you're AWOL as well as dead. But I just can't quit on my boys, over.
You don't know how glad I am to hear that. Do you have a location fix on me, over?
Looks like Russia to me, over.
I think my squad's been taken prisoner. Can you send someone to help me out, over?
Negative. This is strictly extracurricular. Listen, I can see you on the satellite, and I'll try to help, but you can't contact me, understand? Over.
I got you. Over.
I'm picking up radio signals from a village near your position, some kind of military installation. I think you should look for your boys there. Out.
Thank you, Miss July.
I did not mean for that to be a frag. Well, I guess I'm fucked now. My location's compromised. They know that they're gonna get killed. Crash and grab. I both love and hate this level. The eeriness, the darkness, just being alone, that helplessness, having to, like, be all secretive and shit with Miss July, because, you know, you're technically dead, but you're not dead. This map used to... Well, it still does, kind of. It still gives me the creeps. And furthermore, you're walking around with a couple of hand grenades, some motion sensors, and a 443 Grok. Which is, I think, a Russian Glock. But, in any case... Basically, bare bones nothing. You just crash out of a fucking helicopter. Your squad's been taken prisoner. I mean, it's such a vulnerable, creepy, helpless environment and, like, atmosphere that's set up. And I love that about these missions for Air Force One and for this mission, Crash and Grab. I was just going to time-lapse through this, because who needs to see me go on a killing rampage with some HG2 frags and a 443? But, I mean, I gotta set up the scene for you. Because to 8-year-old me, this mission was terrifying. Who wants to be going alone, running around with a pistol in the city, even though you could have more than a pistol? You know, you can pick up a AEK or a Sega 20 off of one of the downed enemies, and later on you pick up an M95 and a AT4 out of a cabin that's, you know, a little bit further down the road. That's the objective where you're going. And then eventually you can also pick up an M16, which is really fun. And why won't this ammo crate work? Okay, thank you, finally. But, oh my god, I had so much nostalgia just for remembering how eerie and creepy this map felt, just for the fact that it was at nighttime and, you know, being all alone and having to sort of sneak blast your way through. Well, it wasn't really sneaking. You could go all ham-fisted if you wanted, but it felt more sneaky because, you know, you're the only one in your squad. You weren't, you know, with the company of Haggard and Sweetwater and Redford. I think I'm going to end up saying a lot of the same things because, I mean, that's all I really have to say. And the crashed helicopter, you crashed into the freaking house. God, I just love the atmosphere of this map. I just love it so much. I just love it so much. It's so good. I love this map so much. It's so terrifying for me. Or at least it used to be, because, you know, you're 8 years old. And I'm stuck behind the freaking chopper. Come on! And there we go. So we're getting going. We're doing our thing. We're making sure we're staying alive. Checking around for gold because I don't think I found very many of the gold crates on this map, even though I think there's like 5, 4, 6, somewhere in there. I don't know. I don't think there's that many, but again, I'm not very exploratory, so I probably haven't found most of them because I'm dumb. And I think it's just going to be time here that I head on down, run on down to the objective and get this train chugging along and see what we can't find when trying to search for our squad, our good buddies.
Bravo 1 Charlie, this is Mike 1 Juliet. Looks like the location has been vacated. I'm picking up one heat source now, but that's probably you. If they were there before, they must have moved them. Listen, I've managed to find out a couple of things about the area you're in. There's some kind of communications hub deeper in the valley. Get over there and see if you can find some information. Out.
And there we go, one of 2 collectibles on the map, the M95. And then the other one, you got your M9 pistol to go along with you. And I picked up the AT4 because I want to blow some people's faces up. But also I don't think I stick with the... Do I stick with the M95? I think I'm going to stick with the M95 for a little bit, just because, you know, I want to see if I can't get some use out of it. Because I used to be so much better at sniping, even in close range, which isn't necessarily what sniping is for, but it's still fun to do. And to just turn someone into a, box of rocks. Turn them into a box of rocks. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's what we're going to go for. Figure why not, hop in the boat, head on downstream, and we are going to find ourselves some better weaponry because, yeah, I'm not really digging using the whole sniper rifle dealio. I mean, it's just truly such a handicapped situation running around. It's 1 versus a million because you're truly on your own. Which I love. I love this map, and I love the feeling. I love the mission of how... I mean, I don't know if other people, you know, have the same feelings and reactions to it as I... How did I miss that shot? How did I miss that shot? That was point blank. I'm just going to steal this Jeep and head on down to a house that's further down the road and see if I can't pick up a better gun, because this is just ridiculous. This is just redonkulous. This is not stonks. This is not cutting it, my friends. Crash ourselves into the house. Use our classic old M9. And boom, there we go, M16. Now you can kind of Well, not kinda. You can just go about your business as normal because it's essentially the same thing as the M416. Oh, and here's a gold crate. I forgot about that.
Bravo 1 Charlie, this is Mike 1 Juliet. There's a lot of activity up at the monastery. Something's up. You better hurry. Out.
Shooting out that camera, and then coming back into the silence, and then that radio in from Miss July always gave me chills, and it still does. God, this is such a good mission, just for the way that it makes you feel. I love that so, so much. And then we get back out, and we have to sort of brawl our way out into, you know, into this communications hub down here, and I believe we're in Russia, which is cool. And I figure if you want an SMG, you come up here and you pick up the AKS-74U, which is a laser beam, and it shreds people just like every other SMG. But now we gotta run our way all the way over to the monastery. I wonder who could be held up there that's causing all the ruckus and all the activity that we're getting picked up on Miss July's radio or radar or comms or whatever. Let us go and investigate, see what isn't the deal. I didn't even know that this was over here. I was just looking at my minimap and saw, oh wait, there's an X over here which indicates a collectible. Oh well, what would you know? It's the XM8 LMG. Well, now you guys know. Come over here and you get the XM8 LMG, which is the last collectible for this mission because there are only two collectibles, the M95 and this. Well, what do you know? That's pretty cool because this is a pretty good gun. It's the LMG version of the XM8. What would you know? and it's got a 150 round drum mag, and you just turn people into spaghetti. Oh, and you can pick up a mortar strike if you don't want your AT4 or motion sensor, whatever you happen to be having on hand. Or maybe even a repair tool if you had that on hand. But let's just blow up to this house. Yep, just making sure that is the only weapons collectible in the game. Now, obviously, we got the gold, which I've not found much of up until this point, which goes for most of the series. But I think I'm just going to clear out this little installment here at the end of the road and make sure that there's no gold because I've never been down here, which is weird considering I've played the game so many times, but mainly I've just been used to, you know, staying on the beaten path, just going straight for the objectives. Which, I guess, given the freedom on some of the maps, given their size, couldn't you technically class this as open world because you can really take your time before heading over to another objective? Which I find really interesting. But anyways, let's get headed up back down on the beaten path and go rescue our friends. Frag out. What would you know? Of course I end up dying in this section. I think normally I would just blow through here, but I felt like taking the time to go through and eliminate some baddies out here at the dock. Because why not? You know? Figure I'd take some time this time around, show you guys what's good, pick up the Neosted 2000 if you want to turn people into spaghetti. You know? Because that's just what a shotgun does. It's a hammer, you know. You shoot bricks at people's heads and they just collapse. But yeah, take your time, blow through all the enemies, make sure you find any other sort of armaments you want, and take care of all the threats and you're good to go. That's pretty much the name of the game from, you know, here on out. Other than, well, yeah, that's the name of the game from here on out. Taking people out with the new gun, the XM8 LMG, which is a beautiful, beautiful name for a gun. It really, really does roll off the tongue. And is not cumbersome to say at all, just like it's not cumbersome to reload. Good gosh, it's almost as bad as the 249 Saw.
Mongo! Hey, Preston, great to see you, buddy.
We thought you were dead for sure. What are you doing here?
Looking for you?
So, you came to rescue us. That's great, man. I mean, well, not really necessary, but thanks anyway.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Glad to have you back, Marlowe. But we need to get out of here before the enemy regroup.
Yeah, we gotta try and find this Sirdar fella, because he knows where the gold is.
Have you seen him? Do you know where he is?
Not really, no. But Haggard figures if we just stumble around the monastery for a while thinking happy thoughts, maybe we'll run into him. I mean, that is the plan, right, Haggard?
I wouldn't have put it exactly like that, but yep, pretty much.
Bravo 1 Charlie, this is Mike 1 Juliet. Are you still with me, Marlowe? Any luck finding the others? Over.
Oh, he's had a little bit of luck. Over.
We're all here. How you doing yourself? I swear, you are from sweetvoices.com. I know it.
Sorry, Haggard, but you don't rank high enough to pick me up a cup of coffee.
Yeah, she told you,
But
Haggard.
since you asked, I am fine, thank you. And I'm very glad to hear you're all back together. Over.
We're trying to locate Sirdar. You got an idea where they might be holding him? Over.
I don't know, but there's a lot of activity down by the river mouth. Maybe you should check there. Over.
Okay, Mike 1 Juliet. Stay in touch. Over.
I'll do my best. Out.
Bravo 1 Charlie, this is Mike 1 Juliet. I can't really talk right now, but I'm getting multiple hostiles very close to your position.
Commandos at the gate. Let's roll. Let's get the hell out of here and find the vehicle ASAP.
Why do they have to play that music and get you all hopped up and get you all worried that shit's about to go south? Because it stops playing here pretty soon. Well, I guess we're just going to be doing gymnastics down a hill. See you guys later.
Hey, Cooper! They're all over the place! Crap. More
The name of the game is to race, air quotes race, because, I mean, you can still take your time, because there's no given, like, you know, like, there's not like a clock running or anything, not that I've ever known about. But you pick yourself up a vehicle, you can run through all the various jeeps and things, and vodniks and tanks, and yada yada yada. Throw yourselves on down the mountainside, get yourself to the river mouth, and try not to get blown up because apparently there's a chopper chasing you, which is always fun. But I mean, hey, it's not like it's going to be a big deal. And there's also heavy armaments around. Yeah, you're going to have to run from some T-90s, which is never fun, and some light tanks. But if you want, you can always stop and blow them up, because that's just how you roll. Or you can just blow through them, because you're trying to go and find your buddy president, Mr. Donkey Face No Mouth. As we are the imperialist pigs, and will imperialize him 6 ways from Sunday. Gosh, why does that sound weird? Anyways, you make it back to the dock. They blow up your car. The road ends. So hop in the channel and get your way down to the end of the river. And that'll just about do it. So this is Goji My Epic Killer signing out. I'll see you guys later. Stay smart and stay safe. Bye.
And keep a low profile.
Hey, that's the same chopper that brought us down at the border.
Yeah, and I have a pretty good idea who it belongs to.
Look, it's the president.
It seems your American friends have escaped. They won't get far.
Those imperialist pigs are not my friends.
You tried to escape from your debts, and they helped you.
It was no escape, but an abduction. Most vile.
I realize now that I will never get the gold you owe me. I will forget about your debt and take your country instead.
Absolutely, not a problem. I will go into exile, live a quiet life.
I'm sure you will. Kill him.
I will not beg for my life. My armor look. Yes, please. I will. I'll beg. No, please don't kill me. No.
What are we gonna do? Why don't you think of something, smarty pants?
Both you motor mouths, shut up. Just follow me.
It's a miracle. I'm not dead.
Hello, Your Highness. Remember us, Pookums?
Yes, imperialist pigs. Very nice.
Just shut up already. Let's take that boat.